Girl, somebody is waiting for you to be the one to call back. Okay, this is a masculine that feels like if anybody pick up the phone, you should be the one to pick up the phone. Okay, it's giving that type of energy. We see the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. This man feels like you should be the one to call back because he honestly is looking at you as being more of the dominant party, which is interesting. This is somebody that sees you more as the person that's dominant, as the person that should be taking on certain things, certain experiences, etc., etc. It's like, I expect you should be coming to me. But it's from a position where he feels like you just are the one that's in charge. This has a lot to do with the way he thinks about you. He thinks about you as the person that kind of always comes through with answers. You've kind of been like his feminine Christ in a sense, like somebody that he's always been able to get answers from. Somebody that he's always been able to get positive experiences from. Somebody that he's always looked at as like, oh, she'll know what to do. So for that reason, he doesn't see why he should be the one to pick up that phone, girl. We got that death card energy. This man feels like if you want to talk to him, you know, you should be the one to come through. This is a situation where the dynamic that you might expect, because somebody sees themselves as being the lady in this relationship. You see yourself as being the one who should be getting the coddling and the care. I'm telling you right now, he doesn't feel that way. He does not feel that way. This masculine sees you as something different. He sees himself as almost being a lady in a relationship. I hate to put it that way, but that's what it's giving. He sees himself as being more of the lady in the relationship. He's the one that should be getting gifted. He's the one that all these amazing things should be done for, not you. Like, that's how he literally sees himself, as being someone that should be pedestalized. And he feels like, once again, based on that reality, based on the fact that that's the transformation in this relationship as he sees it, he feels like you should be the one to make the call. Okay, Ace of Wands energy coming through with the King of Cups. Y'all, listen. Outside of the sexual aspect, this man is kind of like emo, like super emotional and soft. He doesn't really know how to take the lead in certain areas and boss up. He's more somebody that everything is about him coming from his emotions and his feelings. He also isn't very sensitive to your feelings, which is strange, but you know how it's weird when people are super emotional unless we're talking about someone else, but that's what it gives. He's not going to do anything about this. This man is going to lay on his potato. And he's going to do very little to change this relationship's dynamics. Like, you feel like you're the lady in the situation and you should be called, you should be courted. He doesn't know anything about that. He seems to think he should be courted, and he's laying back patiently waiting for you to do the right thing. I know you lying. And he's not going to budge. Somebody you might think, like, I don't know, relationship wise, I'm not sure this feels like something that hasn't happened before. Like, maybe y'all go through this quite a bit where it's like somebody has to be the bigger person on these little standoffs y'all get into. He's not going to be the bigger person because he doesn't really see himself as the masculine in the exchange. That's the biggest problem. He's functioning like a feminine energy. What did I just say? He's functioning like a Queen of Wands. He's sitting back being relatively demanding and expecting you to create the answers because he feels like you're very sufficient and you create answers and you create solutions. So he feels like he should be able to sit back and wait for you to do what you always do, which is come up with something. Let you be the one to call and make things right. Okay, you're the thinker, Queen of Swords. You're a thinker. You get it. You understand the way things are supposed to go. You have a good head on your shoulders. You're very intelligent. You should be the one to rule. You should be the one to decide. This is Queen of Swords now. So communication, Swords energy, communication. Communication is up to you. It is up to you to communicate. It is up to you to make things right. It is up to you to make that phone call. He's going to hold back his energy because he feels like, y'all, this is crazy. He feels like by holding back his energy, he's also holding back his value. So you'll have to realize and face the fact of how valuable he is. Okay, you're not gonna do any of that. High Priestess energy has been so just popping up on the board left, right, and sideways in these readings. You're not going to do that, girl. You don't have the kind of energy that would ever be caught up in what he has going on. You're going to stay to yourself. You're going to keep your thoughts to yourself. You're going to be quiet. You're going to sit there and continue to be a lady, no matter how he's trying to make this seem or look or feel. You're going to continue to sit there and be a lady. That's just who you are. You're not going to come off of your grace as a lady or your pedestal as a lady to accommodate his confusion about what he is, because that's honestly the way you're going to look at it. You're going to see it as like, well, he doesn't know how to be a man. That doesn't have anything to do with me. Like, you're not about to change being an empress. Hello, these energies been clowning today. Y'all gonna have to check out the live, because it was these girls was in the live as well. You're not going to change anything. You're not going to change anything that you've done based on this. Based on this is who you are. You're a lady through and through. You are not going to come off of being a lady because he doesn't know who he is. And you're going to be like, what does that have to do with me? That's you all day. What does this have to do with me? He doesn't know who he is. What do you need? What am I going to do about that? That's the type of girl you are. Okay, you're going to stay true, because one thing about you, you have very high self-worth, and you know somebody's going to love you out there some kind of way. Somebody's son going to love me one day. Okay, shout out to Brandy and TY. You know that you're going to be loved. You just know that. You don't have that type of desperation in your soul or in your spirit. You're very enlightened. You understand your value. And you're like, I'm not going to sit here and believe that I'm not going to be loved. I'm going to be loved. I'm going to be loved forever. 10 of Pentacles, period. I'm going to be loved and valued forever by my mate. I'm going to be in a beautiful, holy till death do we part type of energy. So you know full well what to look for in a real mate. So a man that's behaving like this, you know what you need and what you're looking for. You're not going to be available for that. You're going to allow any obstacles that fall in the way of that to stay there, but he doesn't know that, okay? But he's about to, because y'all already know church bells ring when the judgment card comes through the building. He's about to find out who you are. This man gets into a vibe where sometimes it's like he feels that it's like he thinks he thinks of himself as kind of like a catch that you wouldn't want to lose. 6 of Swords with the King of Wands. She wouldn't want to lose me. She's going to do whatever she has to do to hold on to me. She's going to do whatever she has to do to hold on to me, because I know what I'm giving. It's like this kind of, y'all, this man feminine. He's feminine. Like psychologically and things like that. He's feminine. Did y'all know this? Did anybody put that in the comments? Girl, did you know this? He's feminine. Like, he considers himself to be the catch. And he's like, she wouldn't want to lose me. She wouldn't want to let me float away. So it's like he feels like he can turn his head to you. He feels like he can turn and look at another direction on you, and you're going to take it because you're not trying to let him get away. You wouldn't let him float off into the distance. He's a fool. You have absolutely no problem starting over. You actually have already made those plans. 2 of Wands energy. You've already made plans to start over. You've already made those plans. To you, in your mind, you say, when I make my plans to move on, he's going to be like this. He's going to be anxious. He's going to be, you've already said, like, you know what? I don't know what's going on with him, but when he see me out here doing something else, he's going to be in a 9 of Swords. When you see me out here doing something else, he is going to be in a 9 of Swords. He's going to be laying in that bed. He's going to be crying into those hands. He's going to be upset. When he sees me out here clowning and being with the next, he's not going to be able to take. You've already made that up in your mind. You said, when I move on, he's not going to be able to take it. You like, when I move on, his load is going to be heavy. He's going to be broke down and hurt while I'm going to be out here smiling, because I always had the hope that I needed in star card energy to be the best possible me. One thing about you is you've always been wise counsel for him and for anybody that needed it. You've always been wise counsel. And by you having always been wise counsel, even to others, it's obvious that wise counsel is your gift. So you have a good understanding of things. You may not really understand just how feminine in thought process this masculine is, but one thing you do understand is the right way to do things, the traditional way to do things, the righteous way to do things, the godly way to do things, the honorable way to do things. You understand that. So even though you may not have realized the intricacies of why he's behaving the way he's behaving, one thing's for certain that you do understand is that it's not the way to go. You have that wisdom. You're like, however he's doing this is not the type of situation that I'm looking for. This is not the type of thing that I would want to be a part of. Okay? You recognize that there's something going on with him under the surface that you can't really get involved with. You recognize that he's kind of functioning from an energy that is not the energy that you're looking for. You recognize that he's kind of functioning from a space that for you feels unnatural, and you feel like he's trying to force me, right? He's trying to put cuffs on me to force me to be in partnership with him, when whatever way he's looking at things and doing things is not the right way to look at things and do things. You're looking for a King of Swords. You appreciate a man that is very masculine in energy and kind of emotionally, he knows how to be detached when needed. A man who would know how to act under any circumstance, under a crisis, who carries a code of nobility, who understands when it's time to step up and make the tough decisions, who has a code of ethics about himself. You understand your desire to be with a masculine like that, and that's all you're willing to do. That's all you're willing to do. That's all you're willing to be with. Ace of Cups energy. You're not going to do it any other way. That's who you're going to be emotional about. That's when you're going to be in love. That's when it gets real for you. The moment that you realize you're dealing with somebody that is going to pour into you in the absolute best possible way. That's when you're like, oh, I found him. That's when it happens for you. Like, I got the one. You're looking for somebody. Your heart is going to pour over for somebody who's righteous, who's ethical, who has integrity, who has morals, who has good sense, who has a sharp mind. Somebody that fights for justice, that fights for the things he believes in. Knight of Swords. This is the type of masculine that will be the one to leave the job because he's like, I'm not going to watch y'all treat a disabled person like that. Okay? That type of person. This is the person that's going to step up to be the deacon at the church. He's going to step up to assist with the mentoring program with the children from the tough community. That's who you're looking for. You're looking for somebody that can change the whole environment with his masculinity. You're looking for somebody that's a man of valor that can change the whole environment with his mind, with his sensitivity. He knows how to take his thoughts and manifest them in the earth in an exact way. Just with his words, baby. Just with his talk. 8 of Wands. Just with his talk, he's going to make it happen. Just with his talk. This type of man is the type of man that looks at the world and really reveres it. He looks around at the world and how it is, and it's like, you know, I have my regrets, but what can I do? A man that might actually get into politics. He might start looking at things and how they are and observing things and looking over the past and looking over his resources and start talking to people. This man may be a good candidate to be an alderman because he's good at alchemizing the environment. He can make things better. And by making the world better, he makes your life better. 9 of Pentacles. This man will be a great provider for you. This is the man you want. This is the man that's coming. This is the divine masculine. This man will be a great provider for you and help you stay in your best energy. Queen energy, having everything that you need and having everything that you desire because of what he's willing to go out in the world and fight for. He also has a charitable heart and he walks in truth. Okay, this is a man of justice. This man will guard you against betrayal all of your days, period. He's not going to let nobody betray you and mishandle you. With this man, you would be fulfilled in every way that you would need to be fulfilled. That's the man for you. That's a man that may be high in Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy. Okay? because he's very independent. He knows how to think for himself. He's interested in the new world and the way that things go. He's very imaginative and he's very independent. That would be somebody that would be perfect for you. Okay. He's almost a man from a future. He's very futuristic. He's almost from a different timeline. He's practically a time traveler in the way he handles life and the way he handles the world. He's completely different. Hanged Man in reverse. This man that you with now, you're not going to get anywhere with him because he doesn't know how to be a man. Those instincts in him are not there. The Sun and the Ten of Swords. He does not have those masculine instincts. He just doesn't. Nor does he want them. The type of man that you're looking for, he's not that. He doesn't even desire to be that. And somebody might, you kind of quietly waiting for him to call back. This isn't going anywhere. This isn't that. It's this. This masculine is a fling. He's somebody that you got what you got and that's it. You got what you got and that's it. It's going to be a fling. It doesn't go here. Four of Wands turns into a Knight of Wands. This man is more like a summer fling energy. He might not think that, girl, but he's more like a summer fling energy. You can refuse him because you weren't going to get the man that you want. The man that you want is big. He's a man that's a man for real. This man ain't really, no shade to him, but he's not prepared to lead you or be a king to you in the way that you want. Any offering he would make you would be way too small for you. Page of Pentacles, he can't do that. Okay? Page of Pentacles is his level. That's the type of momentum that he has. Small offering energy, small offering momentum. He's not going to be able to do more for you than that. Queen of Pentacles energy comes through with the world. You're an all-around kind of girl. You need a worldly man. A man that's willing to go out in the world and do something, because that's how you are. You want to go out in the world and do. You're that type of woman. You're going to go out in the world. You're going to do. You're not the type to just sit back. And it's not even to say, any other way is good or bad, but you're not that girl. You go out in the world and do. And you would do well with a man that goes out in the world and does. A man that works hard. Even in your past, baby, your daddy worked hard. The men around you worked hard. The men in your community worked hard. In your past, everybody, these were hardworking people. That's what you experienced. That's what you saw. That's what you knew. People that worked hard. Men, masculines that worked hard. You didn't see nothing else. See that level of heartbreak that comes with dating that little feminine thing back there that thinks he's sitting back with his ankles crossed waiting for you to call back and make him a cup of tea? That type of masculine right there, he's for them. He's for the karmics that love to get their heart broke. Stick around. They stick around and get their heart broke. Shout out to Meg. Those girls that stick around and get their hearts broke, those are karmic energies that will stick around for that type of relationship. Divine feminists don't stick around for that type of relationship. You assess it for what it is and you go. Queens don't stick around for that. You assess it for what it is and you go. You pick up your cross and you move. You do not sit around for this. You will not sit around for this. He's thinking you're going to be sitting there because you don't want to let him get away. You're going to ultimately call back. He's going to get his feelings hurt. This man, when he deals with women, because of that feminine energy in him, he always leaves them heartbroken. He always leaves them separated, alone, confused, and depressed. Depressed because they have to look towards the future. You have to look towards the future. But them karmic energies, I'm going to tell you something right now. They do be broke down about him. Those types of women, they're broke down about him when he leaves. They can't take it. That's what he thought you were going to be. He thought you was going to be sitting there in the house by yourself, crying, broke down, mourning him. Oh my God. Wishing that he was there for you to take care of. That's why he thinks you'll call back. You're going to call back. You got to call back. You're not going to let him get away. You got to call him back. You're over there now. This is what he thinks. You're crying. You broke down. You got to call him back and validate him. And let him know how valuable he is to you. King of Pentacles energy. How much you need his romance. How desperately you need him to come back and let you know you're a winner. He needs you to validate him. He needs you to call him to validate him. You don't need him to validate you. That's just not who you are. You have a lot of strength and moxie about yourself. You have a lot of self-respect and self-esteem. He's too slow for you, and you know it. You consider him to be too slow for you. You're wondering like why he ain't bossed up, took the lead, been a man, done what he was supposed to do. By the time he calls you back, he'll be blocked. That's the type of girl you are. While he's thinking that you're the karmic type of girl that's going to be waiting, you're like, you don't even do that. He will be blocked by the time you call back because, baby, to you, that is justice. Your destiny is not for him. You're moving your destiny in a new direction. And guess what in the end, boo? He gonna be hurt. Baby, if you have enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot tea, please go ahead, do like, do share, do subscribe, baby. Do not be afraid to come through the building, girl. And when you do, go ahead and hit that bell so you can be here every single time me and the T team are off up in here, getting it in, off up in here with all of these good old tarot messages, baby. If you would like a personal reading from me, girl, please go ahead and hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to hype me up, or like this video, girl, please do. Also, if you would like to check out our other station, girl, our light energy manifestation channel, All Princess Energy. All we do over there is manifest love, manifest beautiful things. It is a manifestation channel that I do invite y'all to go to. It is just a beautiful crowd we're developing over there at Pretty Princess Promises and Prosperity Petitions Tarot. It's lovely. It's beautiful. I'm just so excited about it and all the places it's going to go. And like I always tell y'all, you know, this is like our flagship station, but there's still so much more to come. So I do invite y'all to go over there and check out that station. Also, if you would like to, let me know you're still in the building, girl. Go ahead and put 21:33 in the comment section because it was exactly 21 minutes and 33 seconds when I said what I said. Also, if you would like to, go make a little offering to this channel, girl. dftarottea at Cash App or PayPal so I can give me a little cheese or something like that. Also, if you did not check out the live from tonight, we was on live, y'all. We did it. We did our thing over there we got an over 2-hour reading. So I do invite y'all to go over there and check out that reading, okay? It was a beautiful experience. I love fellowshipping with y'all, and we're going to be doing this some more, okay? So as always, I will catch y'all in the next one.